Welcome to Storied Audio. A metallic groan shuddered through the elevator, followed by a violent jolt that sent Lila stumbling into the mirrored wall. The lights flickered once, twice, then steadied into a dim, humming glow. She pressed a hand to her chest, breath already tightening. And then she heard his voice. "You okay?"
Deep.
Familiar. Unwelcome. Her stomach dropped harder than the elevator had. Evan Hart. Of all the people in the entire building, of all the people in the entire city, she had to get stuck with the man who had single-handedly destroyed her business. Or so she believed for the last 18 months. She straightened, jaw clenched. "Don't talk to me." He exhaled slowly, like he'd expected that.
Right.
Sure. The elevator settled into an eerie stillness. No movement, no sound. Just the faint buzz of electricity and the pounding of her heart. Lila jabbed the emergency call button. Nothing. She pressed it again, harder. Still nothing. Her breath hitched.
Not now.
Not in front of him. But the walls felt like they were inching closer, the air thinning, her lungs shrinking. She backed into the corner, fingers trembling. "Lila." Evan's voice softened. "You're having a panic attack." "I'm fine," she snapped, though her vision was already tunneling. "You're not." He stepped closer, slow and careful, like approaching a frightened animal. "Can I help?" "No," her voice cracked. "You've done enough." He didn't retreat. "Then just listen to me. Breathe with me, okay?" She wanted to scream at him. She wanted to tell him to shut up, to leave her alone, to let her fall apart in peace. But her knees buckled, and he caught her before she hit the floor. "Easy," he murmured, guiding her down to sit. "You're safe. I'm right here." She squeezed her eyes shut, hating the warmth of his hands, hating that she needed them, hating that her body betrayed her by leaning into his steadiness. "Look at me," he said gently.
She did.
His blue eyes were steady, grounding. "Match my breathing." He inhaled slowly, deeply. She tried to follow. At first her breaths were shallow, shaky, but he stayed with her, patient, unwavering. Minutes passed, she wasn't sure how many, before her lungs finally loosened and the world stopped spinning. She pulled away from him abruptly. "Don't touch me." He nodded and sat back, giving her space. Understood. Silence stretched between them, thick and heavy. She wiped her face with the back of her hand. "You ruined my life," she whispered, the words trembling with leftover adrenaline and long-held resentment. Evan's expression tightened, not defensive, not angry, just sad. "I know that's how it looked. That's how it was." He shook his head. "Lila, I never meant for your company to go under. I never wanted that." She laughed bitterly. "You bought out my supplier. You undercut my prices. You." "I try to partner with you," he interrupted softly. "You never return my calls." She froze. "What?" "I sent proposals. 3 of them. I wanted to collaborate, not compete." He rubbed the back of his neck. "When you didn't respond, my board pushed forward. I should have fought harder. I should have stopped them. I didn't, and I regret that every day." Her anger wavered, confusion slipping in. "Why didn't you tell me this before?" "You wouldn't talk to me." His voice cracked slightly. "And I figured I deserved that." The elevator hummed quietly around them. Lila stared at him, searching his face for deception, but all she found was sincerity and guilt. Real guilt. Her chest tightened again, but not with panic this time. With something far more complicated. "Why did you want to partner with me?" she asked. He hesitated. "Because you're brilliant. Because your ideas were better than mine. Because I thought we could build something incredible together." His gaze dropped to the floor. "And because I liked you. More than I should have." Her breath caught. He looked up again, eyes raw. "I never wanted to be your enemy." The anger she'd carried for so long flickered, weakened by the weight of his confession. She'd built him into a villain in her mind, a monster who'd taken everything from her. But the man sitting across from her looked nothing like that monster. He looked human.
Flawed.
Regretful. And heartbreakingly earnest. She swallowed hard. "I hated you," she admitted quietly. Every day, I woke up angry. I went to bed angry. I blamed you for everything. You had every right to. But maybe, she exhaled shakily. Maybe I didn't know the whole story. He gave a small, hopeful smile. I'd like to tell you the rest. If you'll let me. She nodded, surprising herself. For the next hour, while the elevator remained stubbornly stuck, he told her everything. The board meetings, the pressure, the mistakes, the regret. And she told him about the nights she cried over spreadsheets, the employees she couldn't keep, the dreams she watched crumble. Somewhere in the middle of it, the tension between them shifted.
Softened. Warmed.
By the time a distant voice finally called through the elevator doors, "We're working on getting you out." Lila realized she was sitting beside him, their shoulders touching. Evan turned to her. "I know this doesn't fix the past, but I want to make things right." He took a breath. "Come work with me. As a partner. Equal shares. Equal say. Build something new with me." Her heart thudded. "You're serious?" Completely. She stared at him, stunned. The offer was everything she'd once wanted, and something she'd never expected to hear from him. The door screeched, beginning to pry open. Before they could fully part, she leaned in and kissed him. It was impulsive, reckless, and absolutely right. He froze for a heartbeat, then kissed her back, gentle and warm and full of everything they hadn't said. When she pulled away, her voice was barely a whisper. "I'm sorry for the things I said, for the things I thought." His forehead rested against hers. "Apology accepted if I can take you out this weekend." A smile tugged at her lips, small at first, then blooming into something real. She slid her hand into his, fingers intertwining naturally. "I'd like that," she said. The elevator doors opened fully, light spilling in. But neither of them let go. Subscribe to the channel for more audio stories.